Hello everyone, get ready for a hilarious moment in life. Here's a captivating story about a mayor, deals, and extramarital affairs. It's like renting a dad, pay the price and enjoy the fun. That's what the mayor told Chris. He thought there was no private deal with the secretary, just someone footing the bill. Just then. After the mayor left, Chris grilled the secretary, is he telling the truth? When Philip asked, the secretary replied, with Philip. The first time was with the payment, the rest was all a mush. Chris wanted to know who paid her, but the secretary was tight-lipped. Meanwhile, two guys were hitting on Philip's sister, only to be met with Philip's fury. Her dad stormed in and kicked Philip out, vowing never to see him again. Once Philip left, Vincent rushed to comfort his sister, but his girlfriend Sarah caught this scene. Sarah realized she was just one of Vincent's many lovers. Furious, she demanded answers, but he claimed she was his buddy's sister. But Sarah's gut feeling nagged at her. She had to force Vincent to choose between his wife and her. Then Sarah stormed toward Vincent's wife, and Vincent wanted to stop her, but he was too scared to even touch. Luckily, just in time, Luke saved Vincent, telling Sarah she'd regret it. She cooled down. After careful thought, Sarah reluctantly turned away, but at a distance, Vincent's wife gave him a look that definitely had changed. After all, women's intuition is top-notch. Back to the present, they all aim to expose each other's secrets. Suddenly, while discussing, Vincent felt dizzy. Even more spine-chilling was that the four of them started saying everything was meticulously planned by them. Vincent's dizziness came because Chris had spiked his drink, and after the drug kicked in, the truth finally unveiled. It turned out that this morning, after Luke discovered the body, he also found many sleeping pills on Sarah's bed, along with a suicide note left for Vincent. Obviously, Sarah killed herself over Vincent. Luke didn't contact him immediately. Instead, he called the others first. Initially, everyone who saw the body was just anxious about how to help Vincent out of this. But if the attic situation blew up, their lives would be ruined. Then Luke suddenly revealed a secret to three of them. He had been secretly filming everything that happened in the attic, and the others were utterly shocked. In the footage were videos of Vincent and his wife in bed. Marty hadn't expected she'd unintentionally caused the problem. And Vincent didn't even spare Philip's underage sister. He also took her to the attic for some fun. But wait, there's more. Luke then switched to another video, this time showing Vincent and the secretary getting cozy. This meant that the woman they cared about most had all done the unthinkable with Vincent. Chris finally realized that the one who paid the secretary for that first encounter was Vincent. His goal was to drag Chris into this for his benefit. They were once inseparable friends, but in the end, they were Vincent's tools. Learning the truth, they decided to revenge together, though not killing him. But they would make sure He'd be humiliated and use this chance to clear their names. However, before acting, they needed him to admit he'd been with the deceased Sarah in the attic. Only then would they use a smashed glass as their signal to start the plan. So, when Vincent confessed, Chris pretended to break a glass, which was really a signal for the others. Then, zooming back to now, the four brothers swiftly stripped Vincent down and stuffed him with loads of sleeping pills, then tossed the naked Vincent onto the bed with Sarah's corpse. Then they sprinkled more sleeping pills on the bed, staging the scene to look like a tragic double suicide. This way, the police wouldn't suspect anyone else. After finishing everything, the others quickly called the cops. However, under police questioning, Vincent spilled the beans about how the others set him up. But the police didn't buy it. They only found Vincent and Sarah's fingerprints at the scene. What's more, traces of sleeping pills were found in both Sarah and Vincent's bodies, and the CD left at the scene were full of their intimate videos. All evidence pointed directly to Vincent in Sarah's death. More importantly, after interrogating Chris and the others, the police confirmed they all had alibis. It turned out that, after having made the decision to retaliate against Vincent, Chris and his companions each took action to separately fabricate their alibis. Chris and Luke deliberately went to a crowded bar to establish their alibi through others, while Luke returned to work like nothing happened. Only Philip stayed to arrange the scene in the attic. To stage Sarah's suicide better, Philip boldly pulled out a knife. A deep cut was savagely inflicted on Sarah's wrist, leaving a prominent Latin quote etched on the bedside table. Fate binds us together. The others didn't think twice about Philip's unnecessary actions, unaware this would turn out to be a deadly mistake. Soon back at the police station, the female detective told Chris that Sarah didn't commit suicide by taking sleeping pills, but unfortunately passed away due to lacerations on her wrist. Thus, the police suspected Vincent murdered Sarah. After hearing this, Chris woke up to the shocking realization that it was Philip who accidentally caused Sarah's death. What about Marnie and Luke? Did they also become indirect accomplices? This unexpected twist truly caught everyone off guard. After leaving the precinct, Chris reflected on the detective's words and suddenly realized something. He reached into his pocket and was surprised to find that the crucial suicide note was missing. With the truth finally dawning on him, Chris invited Luke to the attic, demanding to know when he stole the note. Luke tried to deny it, oblivious to Chris realizing his true nature. He had secretly been the fierce mastermind lurking behind everything all along. He stole it to mislead the police into thinking Vincent